Good afternoon, everyone. This is a daily market update video, and I will be going over QQQ, Apple, and SPY, as well as a couple other things I am looking at in the market and support and resistance that I am also seeing. And let's get into it. So, Apple, obviously, today is the superstar that's been dragging the whole market up. So, essentially, what happened in the morning was right when the market opened, Apple was the very first one to be up 2% plus its gapping up yesterday. So that's roughly a 4-ish% just on the get-go. And you can see every other big tech was actually trading flat. And I was saying my chat room saying that either Apple is going to join the team bear and start fading back down. Wait, where's my start fading back down, or the other big techs like Amazon, Microsoft, and Google is going to join Apple. So essentially, during this consolidation, Amazon, Google, and Apple was still trading flat. And once Apple broke above it here, you can start to see every other big tech start to rep higher and join the bulls. And essentially for the rest of the day, it was just 100% bulls. There was 0 bears for today, which was crazy to see how insane of a move it was. And for Apple, the next resistance level that I will be looking at would be 175 and 176. This is a huge sell zone here. You can see, so these orange and blue looking lines are volume profiles. So what they do is they just shows you the most volume traded in that certain area that I highlighted. So this orange line is the point of control, and this is the value area high. And if you don't know that any of those is okay. And so essentially this is the key area of resistance if Apple does end up getting over 176.5. So we did get over it today, but we ended up closing underneath it. So I am thinking, do we reject off of it straight away on Monday, or do we retest it again? So that's going to be key for me. And you can see we rejected here once and twice here, and as well as a couple of times in these areas. Those top wicks around this 133 area. Apple is definitely in its sell zone, and we'll have to see if this move is actually sustainable or not. So far, you can see Microsoft's move is very sustainable. So you can see we had a weekly bull flag confirmed over here from Microsoft after its earnings gap up. Huge move and another leg up now. So we will have to see next week, Monday. And let's get to QQQ first. So if QQQ, I would say it's a double top. We did break above this top today, 323.63. And you can see we got over it by like 10 cents, 322.76. It's more like 13 cents. But yeah, so that's a double top for me. And so essentially, Apple, Microsoft's going to be key. So if Apple does get over 173, then there's a good chance QQQ will get over its resistance. And as of now, I am still in team neutral at the moment due to how choppy we have been. You can see ever since 3rd of April, we have been in this range, this 323 to 312 range. We've gotten slightly out of it, but it's still within the range. It's still a little bit of indecision in the market, even though bulls are winning, because if you're a bull, there's nothing for you to worry about. Essentially, the psychology of it is bulls had a very nice move off the lows, and they are just going sideways at their high of their range. So there's not much to be worried about for the bulls at the moment. They're sitting very comfortably, and they're very likely green because it's 8-month high for QQQ, and that's essentially the psychology of it. And the only thing bears need to are the ones that needs to do the proving. But if you look at SPY, you can see the chart's a lot weaker. You can see this structure over here from February. We're still, QQQ is already over it. Look how much higher QQQ is over that structure. Yeah, versus SPY, we're still dealing with this structure. We cannot get over it. And this structure as well back here. So the key for me is, can SPY and QQ break the highs together or not? Or are we going to just start rotating around for another month? So essentially what is this is money rotating around, QQQ, rotating to tech stocks, back to financial stocks, back to other stocks, and back and forth. That's why this cluster of chop zone that looks like the worst chart I've ever seen. You can see it like breaking down, going back up higher, and then we broke down again, and another huge rip, and it just, yes, I think it just chopped everyone up lately, and it's really frustrating for both bears and bulls if you're playing in this kind of range. Because one day you're up, and the next day you're down, and and then the next day you're up again, and the next day you're down again. It's just, you just either have to take profit really quick for a quick scalp, or you just sit it out, or just hold on to your stocks and let it ride it out. You have 3 ways to do it, but till then, SPY also double top as well. You can see this little, based on the FOMC highs. Wednesday was the FOMC meeting we had, so SPY double top with the Wednesday FOMC high, while QQQ double top with its all-time high. Sorry, not all-time high, 8-month high. So you can see a lot stronger here for QQ, which makes sense because SPY has financial sectors in it, while QQ doesn't. So you can see the regional banks obviously has been dropping up, bringing lower the financial sector. Although today there's a little bit of a short squeeze for Pac West, you can see it's up 82%. And essentially what had happened was, after this fall, everyone wants to get on the boat to short because of how much money they're making every day. You can see, like 50% drops because another bank is going down, and it just sucked everyone in. And someone decided to squeeze the shorts and bought it here. It's up 81%. So you can see KRE as well. KRE is up, which is the regional bank ETF. It's up 6.2%. That's quite a bit for an ETF. So there was a lot of short squeeze today in the regional bank sector, and we'll see if the regional bank problems continue next week or not, or over the weekends. And for now, the most key for me would be Apple still. If Apple cannot get over, where's my Apple? Try and just open it again. So yeah, the most key for me is Apple. If Apple goes, then QQQ doesn't go. QQQ doesn't go higher, then SPY is obviously going to go higher with it. And so Apple is still going to be key for me. So we closed that right at the level. So we'll see if it opens up there or not. And the most important thing for next week for data would be the CPI data would be on Wednesday. It's going to be released 5:30 a.m. PST in the morning. And I'll be up for that. And that'll be 8:30 EST. It's quite early, 1 hour before the market opens. And so far, I would say SPY likely chop within its range into CPI. SPY is still quite a ways from this high. You can see we got pretty close to it, and we broke this one, but SPY could not get over it last week. But QQQ might have a pretty solid chance of actually breaking its highs because we're just there already. So if we do break above this today's high, then I am likely looking at 326. That'll be the next low I'm looking at. 326 breaks, obviously 330 is coming. And I'll be watching this megaphone as well. You can see we've been watching this resistance and support megaphone for the past month and a half. And maybe it'll come into play again. I was talking about yesterday saying how we potentially won't get down here and get back up here due to how widening this megaphone is becoming. Usually it's a couple of touches in the beginning, and then it just doesn't play out anymore afterwards. But I am still surprised after a month and a half that is still in play technically. So we'll see if it touches here. So if that comes on Monday, it will roughly hit, zoom in a little bit. So it hit roughly right there around the 325 level. We made, yeah. So we'll see. So we'll see if it actually breaks this one first. If it does, then we'll look into this one. It can also be a little bit of a fake out where Apple breaks above and then just comes back out. So we'll see if that happens or not. can make a wick as well for QQQ, where's my QQQ? Where we have break up, and then we have a long wick. So we break in the morning, and then rejects, and we have a long upper wick closing into the end of the day, and then maybe just chop around into Wednesday CPI data. That's my take on its prediction / take if we do break above this double top. But if we don't, then we're likely just chop around sideways into Wednesday. For sure, back in this range. And tomorrow we'll do a natural gas update as well as a couple of big tech stocks and all together. I'll do natural gas tomorrow and all the big tech stocks on Sunday for you guys, or anything that I'm seeing. If anything comes up on Sunday, I'll let you guys know. And I'll have a great weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow.